Oh, 1, 2, 3. Well, I lit my brain with rot gut whiskey till my pain was chicken fried. Yeah, and I had dudes with badges frisk me, teach me how to swallow pride. I took advice no fool would take. I had me some habits I could not shake. I ain't the sharpest knife in the drawer, but I know enough to know if you're gonna be dumb, you gotta be tough. If you're gonna be dumb, you gotta be tough. When they knock you down, you just get back up. That's the way it is in life and love. If you're gonna be dumb, you gotta be tough. Woo! I've been up and down and down and out. Oh, I've been left and right and wrong. And I walk the walk and I run my mouth. Sometimes I run it way too long. But if they gave medals for honky-tonk wars, I'd spend mine on beer and horses, and my IRS bills and divorce papers and all that stuff. If you're gonna be dumb, you gotta be tough. If you're gonna be dumb, you gotta be tough. When they knock you down, you just get back up. That's the way it is in life and love. But if you're gonna be dumb, you gotta be tough. Woo! If you're gonna be dumb, you gotta be tough. All right. Man, I gotta play this. I just wrote this, so I might mess it up, but since we're among friends, and man, thank you all with all my heart for being here. Thank you so very much. So I don't know if this is done yet. I'm gonna try. I got a friend, Gustavo. I don't know his last name. He got a mustache like Roberto Duran and a grand on Notre Dame. He pours whiskey at the cafe in Brainerd in the early afternoon for the gringo that comes to hang out and drink and watch cartoons. He asked about my business. I say I'm here to jinx your bet. He says, I no worry, amigo. I say, you no worry yet. He laid it all on the Irish. They laid it all back on him. Now he's on the run from the bastard son, the son of Ice Pick Slim. Oh, and Ana Magnani is singing, so do you think's running things. Nothing lasts forever, nothing but mandolin strings. Everyone does what they do for a reason. Mine is more than I care to explain. Turn the heat up, I'm freezing, and play Ana Magnani again. Back before I started drinking, and I got too tired to pretend, there was words and thoughts to my thinking. But now it's all rhyming again. I don't know what became of Gustavo. I told the cops all that I knew. I know less than I think I did, and more than they think I do. Oh, and Ana Magnani is singing, so who do you think's running things? Nothing lasts forever, nothing but mandolin strings. Everyone does what they do for a reason. Mine is more than I care to explain. Turn up the heat, man, I'm freezing, and play Ana Mañana again. Oh, Ana Mañana is singing, so who do you think's running things? Ain't nothing lasts forever, baby, nothing but mandolin strings. Everyone does what they do for a reason. Mine is more than I care to explain. Turn the heat up, I'm freezing, and play Ana Mañana again. All right, thank you, darling. Thank you, Rita. Yeah, old Gustavo should have listened to Izod. All right, man, this is... I gotta play this for Alvin and Pat. This is... And for Rita, who has suggested this for the album title of this latest album, but we ended up going with Bad News and Knockin'. But this is just an old North Georgia song. Goes like this right here. Oh, midnight moonlight drifting down, soft as the fuzz on a peach. Whippoorwill singing some sad old song, somewhere just out of reach. Sweet Georgia blues, sweet Georgia blue. South wind singing like a Baptist choir through them old scrub pines. Good old boys just roaring down the back roads, shooting up road signs. Sweet Georgia blue, sweet Georgia blue. I lay under the stars on a pine needle bed with my baby and kick off my shoes. Hold her and listen to the night train whistling low. Sweet Georgia blues, sweet Georgia blue, sweet Georgia blue. The old men hanging around greased lightning, just whittling their lives away. Homecoming queen, becoming a woman, on a blanket on the cool red clay. Sweet Georgia blue, sweet Georgia blues. Oh, hound dog off running rabbits, moaning like J.D. Stewart's siren. Long-legged girl in the pearl moonlight beats all I ever seen. Sweet Georgia blue, sweet Georgia blue. I lay under the stars on a pine needle bed with my baby, kick off my shoes. Hold her and listen to the night train whistling low. Sweet Georgia blue, sweet Georgia blue, sweet Georgia blue. Thank you. This little song I wrote was just in the Bad Grandpa. And this is now let me do this, the title song of that album. There's a story, sad but true now. A late night headlight through the bedroom blinds. Old dog hides his head beneath the bed and whines. Blonde hair and yellow light looks like golden twine. We both seen that silhouette before. I got bad news knocking at my door. Oh, the rhythm of her rapping on the rusty front door screen sound like a hurricane blowed up from New Orleans. She's toting stolen aces, and best I got is queens. We've been through this a time or two before. I got bad news knocking at my door. Well, we met up in San Angelo and crossed the Rio Grande, hooked a ride to Matamoros, had a mystic read our hand. That Diablo woman told me, I see trouble up ahead. She'll turn you inside out and make you wish that you was dead. And I pulled the dusty curtain back from the window pane. My worst fear was confirmed. It was her there in the rain. I wish that she was gone and I was on a train headed somewheres west of Baltimore. I got bad news knocking at my door. I got the bad news knocking at my door. I got bad news knocking at my door. All right. I gotta tell you, I got my little granddaughter, Nora Jane. This is if I can, this is on that album as well, and this is just a story about love that never ends. Yes, Shine Marley was a gray coat soldier, proud as he was poor. Loved a Tennessee girl named Nora Jane, but he loved fighting Yankees more. He rode off on a swayback mule early on one frosty morn. Died on the field at Shiloh, 21 years from the day he was born. Oh, my soul cries out for Nora. All up and down the line. Oh, my soul cries out for Nora. Wake up, darling, it's old Shine. Old times there were long forgotten. After Shine's last stand, Nora Jane was left to face the years alone in the ruins of Dixieland. And there were none so fair, and never one so true. At night he climbs her stairs, the dust of Shiloh on his shoes. Oh, my soul cries out for Nora. Up and down the line. Oh, my soul cries out for Nora. Wake up, darling, it's old Shine. Hey, Lord, my soul cries out for Nora. She shall remain forever mine. Oh, my soul cries out for Nora. Wake up, darling, it's old Shine. All right. Now, I don't know. I don't want to get y'all mad at me playing all these old Dixieland songs. When I'd first gone to Nashville to write songs, that's all I knew to write about. You know, ice cream and fishing and things from the South. And this old cat. My publisher was from, he wasn't from around here. He was from somewhere up north, and he was like, ain't nobody gonna buy them songs about Dixie. He said, there's too many songs about Dixie. So I wrote it in this one. Little old dirty-faced, red-haired boy playing barefoot in a mud puddle, just trying for all he's worth to catch a tadpole. Long-legged, blonde-haired, blue-eyed girl, half naked in the July sun, on the hood of some old boy's pickup, getting down on some rock and roll. Well, they say there's too many songs about Dixie, but I just don't think that's right. Dixie's where I learned to love, and Dixie's where I learned to fight. They say there's too many songs about Dixieland and our southern way of life, but Dixie's where I was born, and Dixie's where I'm gonna die. They got them old men on the back porch, sipping shine and picking blues. They got them good old boys in the pine grove, shooting crows with 22s. I'd rather hear a song about a Georgia boy and girl making love on an Alabama night than to hear one of your songs about a blue-haired bisexual making love with a transvestite. They say there's too many songs about Dixie, but I just don't think that's right. Dixie's where I learned to make love, and Dixie's where I learned to fight. They say there's too many songs about Dixieland and our southern way of life, but Dixie's where I was born, and Dixie's where I'm gonna die. All that hot old summer sun will make you beg for your next breath. Lord, you best be down on Chickamauga Creek laid in the shade. Oh, just chewing on a hickory twig, pass that bottle, I'll have me a swig. I ain't never had nothing, but I think I got it made. I'm just laid up here in a country state of mind, catching these fish like they're going out of style, drinking that homemade wine. If the sun don't come up tomorrow, y'all just tell them all we had a big time. I'm just laid up here in a country state of mind. I bet the old man's in the kitchen, he got the big orange on the radio. I'm just listening to John Ward tell about the big orange beating the living hell out of the Crimson Tide. I'm sorry now. And Mama and my Aunt Lemoyne trying to talk the bookie out of half a point. And me, I'm thinking about that girl, and later tonight, alright. I'm just laid up here in the country state of mind, catching these crappie like they're going out of style and drinking that muscadine wine. If the sun don't come up tomorrow, y'all tell them all we had a big time. I'm just laid up here in a country state of mind. Whoa! Lord, the rednecks and the preppies, they're in their discos and a honky-tonk. It is somewhere between raising hell and amazing grace. Hey, I know just how they feel. You got to get out and kick up your heels. And ain't it great to be living in the USA? For me, I'm laid up here in a country state of mind, catching these fish like they're going out of style, drinking that homemade wine. If the sun don't come up tomorrow, y'all tell them all we had a big time. I'm just laid up here in a country state of mind. Hey, you're laid yodelay, 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 oh. All right, thank y'all. Thank you. Now this here's a little song I wrote about a girl. I love you more than a bear loves honey. I love you more than a banker loves money. I love your cute little whoop-de-doo. I work all day like a borrowed mule, just dreaming of your deedle-dump-a-deedle-doo. I love you so much it ain't even funny. I love you more than a bear loves honey. And I know you know I love going fishing, casting through the cattails, knowing you're wishing my rusty old truck was rattling down your drive. And I'd trade my old Swiss Army knife, the beer in the cooler and the bass on the line, just to walk down Brainerd Road by your side. I love you more than a bear loves honey. I love you more than a banker loves money. I love your cute little whoop-de-doo. Lot of work all day like a borrowed mule, just dreaming of your deedle-dump-a-deedle-doo. I love you so much it ain't even funny. I love you more than a bear loves honey. And I know you deserve something better than a Japanese card, an old German shepherd. One won't run and the other can't hardly walk. But I got a bunch of tickets for the lottery, and if I ever get over this losing streak, I'ma buy you a car that flies and a dog that talks. Well, what drove? 'Cause I love you more than a bear loves honey. I love you more than the Easter bunny. I love your cute little whoop-de-doo. It'll work all day like a borrowed mule, just a-dreaming of your little deedle-dump-a-deedle-doo. I love you so much it ain't even funny. I love you more than a bear loves honey. Yeah, I love you so much it ain't even funny. I love you more than a bear loves honey. All right, this is for my old pal Dan Bowen, who's put up with me for a long time and let me write songs the way I wanted to. Then we're gonna get into all request night. So whatever y'all want to hear, that's what we're gonna do. And thank y'all so much for being here. This is I don't know if I can remember this. I'm gonna try to. The walls in my lover's room are beige. Our silhouettes go waltzing there like dancers on a stage. The streetlight through the blind soothes my soul and moves my mind, and leaves it hard for me to turn the page. The walls in my lover's room are beige. The bed in my lover's room is antique. When we share our love there, it sings like her parakeet. The sheets of oriental silk are warm beneath her handmade quilt, where we lay when ecstasy has left us weak. The bed in my lover's room is antique. In my lover's room, lilacs bloom in a vase upon her vanity. The fragrance of her perfume lingers there so sweet. The taste of her kiss and the touch of her skin leads me to assume I've never been so much a man as in my lover's room. clock in my lover's room is swift, as if it's somehow jealous of our precious gift. Yeah, well, the time just tips away, and all the clothes that just can't stay. The clock in my lover's room is so swift. In my lover's room, lilacs bloom in a vase upon her vanity. The fragrance of her perfume just lingers there so sweet. The taste of her kiss and the touch of her skin leads me to assume I've never been so much a man as in my lover's room. I ain't never been so much a man as in my lover's room. Thank you, Doc. Thank you, Dan. All right, what y'all want to hear? Well, I shoplifted an 8-track tape from J.C. Penney's when I was young. One called The Silver-Tongued Devil by the great Christopherson. And I caught Bob Dylan on that Johnny Cash TV show. Turned me on to Willie Nelson, Lord, with nowhere's left to go. Oh, to that first time I saw Waylon at Memorial Auditorium in Chattanooga, Tennessee. And that first time I saw Waylon, Elvis and the Beatles didn't mean a damn thing to me. Lord, my uncle saw that look in my eye, said the boy will never work another day in his life. A Telecaster chick, a picking rhythm, Lord, send me sailing. Ooh, that first time I saw Waylon singing those Billy Joe Shaver songs. Yeah, and that first time I saw Waylon, they turned around and I was gone, yeah, long gone. Oh, my uncle saw that look in my eye, said the boy'll never work another day in his life. A Telecaster chick, a picking rhythm, Lord, send me sailing. Oh, that first time I saw Waylon, that stringy hair and barely hanging on. Lord, that first time I saw Waylon, they turned around and I was gone, long gone. I just wish old Waylon had him an accordion player with him that night, yeah. We're gonna get him one. That's an old song I wrote. There's sometimes I don't know if I'll make it. Sometimes I wished I could walk away. Sometimes I don't know if I'll make it through, but you know I'm gonna do it anyway. I got a guitar and a heart that's been broken, a sorry gig and a borrowed cigarette, a song I wrote for them jokers out there toking, a Jerry Master joking me and Dr. B half to death. Yeah, sometimes I don't know if I'll make it. Sometimes I wished I could walk away. Sometimes I don't know if I'll make it through, but you know I'm gonna do it anyway. All right. You ought to hear the accordion on that one now. I got a Jezebel and a motel for shelter, a jag I've been dragging around for days, and a big mouth that had to go and tell her what her big mouth mama told her anyway. Yeah, sometimes I don't know if I'll make it. Sometimes I wished I could walk away. Sometimes I don't know if I'll make it through, but you know I'm gonna do it any one more time. Yeah, sometimes I don't know if I'll make it. Sometimes I wished I could walk away. Sometimes I don't know if I'll make it through, but you know I'm gonna do it anyway. Thank you so much. Now, what do y'all want to hear? Right now. And, you know, I'm going to play this because the great Tommy Jett's in the house tonight. And he was the inspiration for this song, man. TJ, I know when we was growing up, you know, sometimes they get kind of lonely, or you feel like the whole world was looking right through you. And then there was always, every night, TJ would tell you on the radio, said, man, just look up in there and know that TJ loves you, baby. So this is for the great Tommy Jett. And Tommy, thanks for being here. What an honor. And wherever we go, people want to hear this, because I think there's a Brainerd Road in every town. Or there's just idiots in every town, I don't know. But we're one of them, man. This means the world to me. Thanks for wanting to hear this, my brother.
And remember, TJ loves you.
Yeah, we were suicide pirates on asphalt seas, and we'd burn that quarter mile in 9.3. Driving bored-out stallions armored in chrome. It was winner take all and loser walk home. Sometimes it got so hot them pink slips glowed down on Brainerd Road. Oh, down on Brainerd Road. We parked them cars when we got done racing, crank up that all-night rock and roll station. I'd run my fingers through your long dark hair. We'd fly with the fastest jet in the air, till Will Hoyt would come and he'd run us home down on Brainerd Road. Oh, down sweet Brainerd Road. It's glory, glory, hallelujah. And I hope I don't explode. I got me a 454, both feet flat on the floor and roaring, still roaring down Brainerd Road. Then late one night my baby called and she says, we gotta talk, and that said it all. She said, meet me at the San Ann by the quarter mile straight. I'll be there as soon as I can slip away. Well, I waited till daybreak. She never showed down on Brainerd Road. So as I went knocking at her daddy's door, he said, you won the battle, punk, I won the war. I said, where is she, mister? He said, Baltimore. We burned down that clinic, we don't do that here no more. I jumped in that Camaro and I stuck it to the floor and went roaring down Brainerd Road. Still roaring down Brainerd Road. Oh, it's glory, glory, hallelujah. And I hope I don't explode. And me 454, both feet flat on the floor and roaring, still roaring down But these days I just sit on the porch at my brother's house and watch the sunset. My niece and my nephews playing in the yard, and I'm just sucking on a cigarette. My sister-in-law's in yonder folding the laundry, living a wheel of fortune with my brother. I can hear them through that storm door going back and forth about one thing or another. She waits tables while the kids are at school, and he runs a wholesale route. Between her tips and his commission, after taxes are taken out, they keep a roof over their head and they keep food on the table, and they somehow just keep getting by, waiting on that day to come when they scrape up enough crumbs to get a little piece of the pie. So you just kiss my ass, Uncle Sam, and you kiss my brother's ass too. God bless America, but to hell with you. You done stole us blind and you sold us out to a circle of a chosen few. And when I see you on that poster pointing your trigger finger at my grandson, I'm pointing my middle one back at you. Yeah, we are one, a big-ass happy family, under one big-ass family tree. We are one, a big-ass happy family, and life is one big-ass family jubilee. All right. What's next? All right, yeah. Since it's so close to Valentine's Day, my cousin's an idiot now, I'll tell you what. And this guy, I'd seen it on the news thing where some guy got kicked off the plane for being too fat, and he called and asked me to write a song about it. And I wrote it and sent it back to him there in a couple of hours, and then he called me back up, and he said, well, I ain't heard a word back from him. I said, from who? He said, that guy that you wrote the song about. I said, man, he ain't gonna call us back. So I don't think he thought it was too funny, but it turned out pretty good. Yeah, there ain't no wings on a pachyderm, you're too fat to fly. There ain't no wings on a barnyard pig, you're too fat to fly. And there ain't no wings on your big ass, and there ain't no wonder why. If you get on, I'm getting off, you're too fat to fly. Greyhound to get you there, you're too fat to fly. The bus tires will need extra air, you're too fat to fly. Who sold your big ass a ticket? Let's all kiss our ass goodbye. Old Butterball's gonna crash us all, you're too fat to fly. There's a boxcar on a circus train, you're too fat to fly. They'll hose you down if it don't rain, you're too fat to fly. them trapeze studs better grab their nut, no, the hose out your stall twice today. I pity that poor guy. Them trapeze studs better grab their nuts, you're too fat to fly. Yeah, if that don't work, sit on your thumb, you're too fat to fly. Tell them when they ask how come, you're too fat to fly. Now don't hold this against me. Hitchhike to Alabama, you big old ham with a banjo on your thigh. Till they throw some hay in the cargo bay, you're too fat to fly. All right. Oh, here we go. See if I can remember this. This came off of Brainerd Road too. I remember first time I got me a gig up there. Hell, I used to work down at Modern Maid in a stove factory, and so I'd be in bed pretty early, and then went on from there to my milkman career, my dairy career. Man, Doc, I'm telling you what, every housewife in North Georgia was after my ass. I'd leave that cottage cheese on there till it turned green. I was in too big a hurry to go picking, man, to check them dates, and they had something they called rotating, and I never quite got that concept. I just crammed more up there if it needed it. Oh, they'd be mad. They'd be waiting on me at the old red food store down there. But one time I got me a gig up there on Brainerd Road, and they put my name on the sign. And me and she was my wife at the time, the mother of my children, we drove by there, I bet you 50 times. And just looking, I couldn't believe it, man. And this old song come out of those days. It's called Bandanas Ain't Halos. Thanks for remembering that, Doc. It's hard to keep yourself together when you're coming apart at the seams. Busted down on Brainerd Road, choking down your broken dreams. You got 15 pounds of guitar dangling from your frame, just picking in them honky-tonks and bars, trying to make yourself a name. You take another sip and let it rip, close your eyes and sing it sweet. Did y'all come down to hear my song, or just to watch me bleed? Sometimes I wished I was an angel, flying far from the neon glow. But guitars ain't golden harps, and bandanas ain't halos. Lord, there ain't nothing near as lonely as a parking lot at 4 a.m. I saw Jesus in a phone booth and sit down and talk to him. He said that time is just a circle that's never quite complete, and right now, this very moment, is where the ends of eternity meet. Here you take another sip and let it rip, close your eyes and sing it sweet. Did y'all come down to hear my song, or just to watch me bleed? Sometimes I wished I was an angel, flying far from the neon glow. But guitars ain't golden harps, and bandanas ain't halos. This old picking gets in your blood, you can't quit if you could, and nothing can kill the pain of seeing centuries in a second and oceans in a drop of rain. It's just one more out of your beer joint, one more sad song to play. It's like putting 6 bullets in a Colt 45 and trying to play Russian roulette. You take another sip and let it rip, close your eyes and sing it sweet. Did y'all come down to hear my song, or just to crucify me? Sometimes I wished I was an angel, flying far from the neon glow. But guitars ain't golden harps, and bandanas ain't halos. Guitars ain't golden harps, and bandanas ain't halos. All right then, what are we gonna hear? This is for Dan, man. I remember as a barefoot child playing marbles in the dirt, eating white bread and greens for dinner, and licking honeysuckles for dessert, and chicken fights and flying kites and gigging frogs on Jenkins Pond. When Daddy was a younger man and Mama was a blonde, I recall the sounds of crickets chirping and the slamming of screen doors, sitting up late by the radio, listening to Tommy Jet and baseball scores. And daffodils and whippoorwills and drinking Boone's Farm wine down at Uncle John's. When Daddy was a younger man and Mama was a blonde. When Daddy was a younger man and Mama was a blonde. And the world was simple and life was just for fun. The hourglass was full of gold dust in 1971, when Daddy was a younger man and Mama was a blonde. I remember summer evenings catching lightning bugs in mayonnaise jars, poking holes in the top so they could breathe and pretending they were stars. Dandelions and kudzu vines and shooting blue jays with BB guns. When Daddy was a younger man and Mama was a blonde. I'd like to shoot you in the ass with a BB gun, lay there in the tall grass and laugh at what I'd done. Put a blood blister upon each bun. I'd like to shoot you in the ass with a BB gun. I'd love to rub your toothbrush on a sick monkey's butt and give your home phone number to some perverted nut and tell everybody what you really weigh. And then just for fun, I'd like to shoot you in the ass with a BB gun. I'd like to shoot you in the ass with a BB gun, lay there in the tall grass and wait for the cops to come. Put a blood blister upon each bun. I'd like to shoot you in the ass with a BB gun. I'd love to kick your poodle, I'd love to sling your cat and bust your Yanni CDs with a baseball bat and send your fat mouth mama sailing like the flying nun. I'd like to shoot you in the ass with a BB gun. I'd like to shoot you in the ass with a BB gun, lay there in the tall grass and wait for the cops to come and put a blood blister upon each bun. I'd like to pop you right square in your big ass with a Red Ryder BB gun. All right. Thank y'all, thank you. What we got, guys? This will bring a tear to a glass eye. Hey, loving you's like frying bacon naked. Oh, you tempt me, darling, and you torture me. Loving you like frying bacon naked. And that's how I feel when you get through with me. Lord, you think I'd know? Oh, you think I'd learn? A man falls in love, a man's gonna get burned. All I asked from you is this solemn pledge. Oh, you could burn the bacon, but please don't scorch the sausage. Yeah, loving you like a frying bacon naked. Oh, you tempt me, darling, and you torture me. Yeah, loving you like frying bacon naked. And that's how I feel when you get through with me. what made God put thorns on a rose? Oh, he got his reasons, well, I suppose. Oh, but what makes a woman want to put her man? Yeah, like coal fat back in a hot frying pan. Yeah, loving you like a frying bacon naked. You tempt me, darling, and you torture me. Oh, to loving you like frying bacon naked. And that's how I feel when you get through with me. Sweet Louise, baby, that's how I feel when you get through with me. All right, now I got a, where'd Dole go? That's for Dole and Alvin now. I'm a tale ain't married by an Uncle John that said he got the blues. Had a lot of fun, oh baby. Yeah, baby. Oh, baby. Having some fun tonight. Said a long tall Sally, she feels sweet, she got everything that Uncle John need now, baby. Yeah, baby. Oh, baby, having me some fun tonight. I'm gonna have some fun tonight. Having some fun tonight. Oh, everything's alright. Having me some fun tonight. Oh, baby, having me some fun tonight. I better not have too much fun. I'll blow my voice out. We won't be able to go. Well, one more ain't gonna hurt. One more Little Richard never hurt nothing. Well, it's Saturday night and I just got paid. I blow to turn the money, gone. Try to save. I said, go, have a time. Saturday night and I feel fine. We're gonna rock it up. We're gonna rip it up. We're gonna shake it up. We're gonna ball it up. Hey, we're gonna rock it up. Have a ball tonight. Well, got me a date and I won't be late. I'm gonna get jacked up my 88. Shag on down to the Union Hall where the jocks start jumping low. To have a ball, gonna rock it up. Have a ball tonight. All right. I was born by the buckle of the Bible belt. I'm gonna say that one for a minute. We gotta say that one just a minute. What we got? This is an old song we wrote about a long night on the streets of Paris. On a boulevard in Paris called the Champs-Élysées, I ducked into a sad cafe. Sit down with the ghost of Hemingway. Ordered a bottle of Beaujolais. Talked about everything. We talked all night about everything. He said, where'd you get that old rucksack? I said, Papa, I just got back from rambling round with Kerouac. I left him by the railroad tracks. You give me this turquoise ring. You give me this turquoise ring. Ernie said, yeah, how's Jack doing? I said, man, he sure seemed congruent. Still a crazy social truant. Just bumming around and getting fluent in the Tao Te Ching. Still doing that Buddhist thing. I left him hungry and needing a shave, a master of Zen and freedom's slave, running off to sleep on Charlie Parker's grave. I said, hey, Jack, tell Bert I said, hey, and man, thanks for the ring. Thanks again for the ring. Then I seen a grievous angel on my way over here at a jazz joint in Georgetown, swigging Jamaican beer. I said, "Are you okay, Graham? You're acting weird." He said, "Roy Buchanan used to play in here." "Yeah, I'll be okay. I'll be okay, my friend." So we shot some pool and we made some bets, and he told me about this girl named Emmy Lou he'd met. Then he bummed my last cigarette and rambled off looking for Stan Getz, humming Hickory Wind. Just humming Hickory Wind. Then Django Reinhardt comes strolling in with Arthur Rimbaud and a bottle of gin. Said they fooled around and missed their train again, and they was out looking for Hank Williams. They wanted to buy him one. Everybody always wants to buy old Hank one. So Ernie stood up to say hello. Then he turned to me and said, "Man, I gotta go. So long, Hank. So long, Django. I gotta get back to Idaho. I gotta kiss my gun. I gotta French kiss my shotgun. Oh, and I will follow the footsteps through the garden. I'll lick the nectar from that holy flower of freedom. I ask nothing more of my life and nothing less. Oh, you know it all comes down to having the courage to be yourself. I guess it all comes down to fighting for that sweetness. Oh, mama, fighting for the sweetness." Thank you so much. I want to say a quick word about my friend Ben Cagle just coming down to film some of this for us tonight. And he just has some wonderful, wonderful pieces he's done on historic folks in Chattanooga. And if you Google them, I mean, it's just fascinating to me because I'm a big fan of Chattanooga history and the people, you know, that made it. And it's just... It's under Chattanoogaben. If you'll go to YouTube and Google that, and it beats the hell out of PBS. It's just amazing, really well done stuff. Just go on there and check out some of the folks that he's, just lets them talk. And that's what I'm headed home tonight. I got to meet my daughter. They're headed to the beach, and. So I got to stop by and see Papa, but then as soon as I get all that over with, I'm going to Chattanoogaben it out again, man. I just a big fan, man, and thank you with all my heart. This here's a song I wrote about a girl. No, you know what? It's time for the chicken song. This would make Colonel Sanders a sergeant. There's much to be learned from the lowly chicken, but there's not a lot to be learned from this song. So if y'all don't clap, I'll play it twice. Hey, Lord, a chicken wakes up to a new world every day. Far as a chicken's concerned, everything's a-okay. Hell, a chicken don't worry about nothing but clucking and the price of eggs today. And don't worry too much about that. 'Cause what the farmer don't snatch before she can hatch, the weasel gonna steal 'em anyway. A chicken wakes up to a whole new world every day. You reckon a chicken ever finds herself fretting about getting old and ugly and fat? I know a chicken's kinda dim, but I'm going out on a limb and I'd say a chicken's smarter than that. Hell, a chicken's just happy being one of them chickens that ain't one of them chickens in every pot. A chicken knows half of being happy is just being happy with what you got. And the other half of being happy is just being happy no matter what. People, life is short and time's a ticking. If you want to live like a king, you gotta think like a chicken. Oh, and a chicken wakes up to a whole new world every day. Far as the chicken's concerned, everything's a-okay. Hell, a chicken don't worry about nothing but clucking and the price of eggs today. And don't worry too much about that. 'Cause what the farmer don't snatch before she can hatch, the weasel gonna steal 'em anyway. A chicken wakes up to a whole new world every day. Poor old chicken don't get no respect. They're either swiping her eggs or frying her legs or trying to wring her neck. But a chicken understands her position and knows in this current condition it ain't gonna change, so she made a decision to roost every evening in the rusted out chassis of a beat up Chevrolet and just wake up to a new world every day. Alright, yeah, chicken wakes up to a new world every day. Far as a chicken's concerned, everything's a-okay. Hell, a chicken don't worry about nothing but clucking and the price of eggs today. And don't worry no whole hell of a lot about that. 'Cause what the farmer don't snatch before she can hatch, the weasel gonna steal 'em anyway. A chicken wakes up to a new world. A chicken wakes up to a new world. A chicken wakes up to a whole new world every day. A yodelay, quack, quack. All right. All right. What we got?
Sun don't shine.
Right now. Man, I was on my way down here. I was just wanting to get to Calhoun to play for my friends, Ben. Stopped to get me a True Moo and a Slim Jim. Get me a little gas to get down here, and my credit card had maxed out, so I had to call Johnny Cash. I was like, man, if you'll do this song for me, maybe I can get down to Calhoun and play for my friends. Let's hear it, son. Johnny, get that shoulder going, man, when he's really jacked up. Let's hear it, son. Talking outside of his mouth like Elvis. Can't understand half of what he says, but I heard that, so I was gonna play him this song. Well, the sun don't shine on the same dog's ass every day, and the view don't change unless you're lead dog on that sleigh. Well, it don't matter if you're a pedigree or just some ragged old stray. Oh, the sun don't shine on the same dog's ass every day. I said, "What do you think, man?" He said, "I don't think so." He says, "Why don't you call Waylon?" Who? Waylon. Oh, okay, man. So, ring, 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 ring. Hello, house. He said, "Way more. I got a song for you. Trying to get to Calhoun to play and sing for my friends." The sun don't shine on the same dog's ass every day, hoss. And if you don't change unless you lead dog on that sleigh, hoss. It don't matter if you're pedigree, but it's some ragged old stray hoss. Lord, that sun don't shine on the same dog's ass every day, hoss. I said, "Well, what do you think?" He says, "I don't think so, hoss." And he says, "You need to call Neil." Ring, ring, ring. So says, "Hello, baby." I said, Yeah, Neil, I got a song for you. Trying to get you Calhoun. Yeah, let's hear it, baby. Listen. Oh, the sun don't shine on the same dog's ass every day, and the view don't change unless you lead dog on that sleigh. Ragged old pedigree. Bum, 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 just some ragged old stray. Ah, the sun don't shine on the same dog's ass every day. I said, "Well, what do you think, man?" He said, "I don't think so, baby. You need to call Bruce." Yeah, the sun don't shine on the same dog's ass every day, mister. And if you don't change, let your lead dog on a sleigh, mister. It don't matter if you're a pedigree or some regular stray, mister. The sun don't shine on the same dog's ass every day, mister. So I said, "Well, what do you think, boss?" He says, I don't think so, man." He says, "You need to call Bob." And the sun don't shine on the same dog's ass every day. And the view don't change unless you lead dog on the sleigh. It don't matter if you're a pan green or just some ragged old strain. Well, the sun don't shine on the same dog's ass every day. I said, well, what do you think, Bob? He said, well, I don't think so. So, oh, well, the sun don't shine on the same dog's ass every day. And the view don't change unless you lead dog on that sleigh. It don't matter if you're pedigree or just some ragged old stray. Oh, the sun don't shine, the sun don't shine, the sun don't shine on the same dog's ass every day. That's how we got to Calhoun tonight. Thank you. What we got, guys? Which one? Right now. Then we'll do that. Y'all. Man, I love this song. Thank you. Thank you. I was 19 when Shandy came, and no one seemed to like her name. But I'd heard it in a song, and I thought it sounded so sweet. And now she's 9 years old and all arms and legs, and follows me everywhere and always begs me to play. Come on, Daddy, let's play. Oh, but I never was no good for anything. All I ever wanted to do was sing. The yard's overgrown and my roof leaks. Me and my neighbors, we rarely speak. And I never gave a damn about cars and guns, just as long as they'd shoot and as long as they'd run. I guess it's a good thing I never had a son. And I was 21 when Jessica came. I heard the Allman Brothers song and I liked that name. And I thought it sounded so good with Lemoyne. I named her after my Aunt Lemoyne. Now she's 7 years old and thinks I hung the moon. But I hope it don't hurt her when someday soon she finds out I ain't nothing special, just a lonely man. And I never was no account for anything, and all I ever wanted to do was sing. The yard's overgrown and my roof leaks, and me and my neighbors, we rarely speak. And I never gave a damn about cars and guns, just as long as they shoot, as long as they run. How you doing, my brother? And I guess it's a good thing that I never had a son. And I was 24 when Cheyenne came, and the grievous angel left me her name, and the innocence in her eyes. God, it chills me. But I heard her mother too many times out here trying to make these sad songs rhyme, but something inside just tells me to keep going on. And I never was no count for anything, and all I ever wanted to do was sing. The yard's overgrown and my roof leaks, and me and my family, we seldom speak. I never gave a damn about cars and guns, just as long as they'd shoot and as long as they'd run. I reckon it's a good thing I never had a son. Oh, but in the long run, God works in mysterious ways. Y'all ought to see my grandsons. Thank you, my brother, thank you. All right, now this is my special request, and I said it was our request night, so we can't. Bingo. That'll make up for this one. So y'all don't be mad at me now. Don't be mad at them too. Where are they going to take y'all next week? Ride the incline or something nice? Bringing you to see me. They shot the moon, didn't they, Doc? Oh. Okay, here we go. Oh. Now this is a story, sad but true. I got the scars to prove it. She's gone back to whoring. Oh, that's what I heard. Pat, now don't be mad at me. That was by request. She's somewhere snoring. Linda, don't with some old rich bird. Oh, the things that I gave her must have got kind of boring. Hey, last that I heard, she gone back to whoring. She's gone back to whoring. This ain't her first rodeo. She's making a fortune doing dudes she don't know. And I told her mama she's good at her job. She'll suck the chrome off a trailer hitch and the shish off a kebab. She's gone back to... No, since we're going to go this far, I wrote a sequel to that. Man, here goes the sequel. She's gone back to whoring again. She goes back and forth between women and men. I kicked her ass out, then let her back in. Now she's gone back to whoring. She's gone back to whoring. She's gone back to Dalton again. All right. This is for my friend Dan Bowen. This old song I wrote a long time ago, if I can remember it now. I had a, this is about the great poet Emily Dickinson, who I named my daughter after. I was wanting to name her Emmy Lou, but they wouldn't let me get away with that. But then, yes, sir.
I think a problem with that. You said you went back to Dalton. I live in...
No, that was... Uh-oh. Man, I'm in trouble now. You don't want to get on the wrong side of the door. I'm gonna... Where else could she... I couldn't say Ringo for sure. Maybe just Brainerd. Oh, no. I'm going to tell you, run for your life. Oh. Yeah, I named my daughter Emily. And then my daughter named her daughter Emily. So it kind of worked out. There's no story about the great spinster poet, American poet. She combs her hair with sandalwood. The incense burns so strange and good. What she sees in her vanity is all that's left of her sanity. And she dreams, oh, she dreams in her own world. Perfume, roses, and pearls. A locket rests between her breast, holding secrets she can't confess. A cameo or some old address. No one will ever know, I guess. So she dreams, oh, she dreams in her own world. perfume, roses, and pearl. Elegant lady in garments of fine silk and slippers that came from Milan. Eyes dark and dancing and teeth white as sweet milk, hair long and braided and blonde. Oh, she dreams. Oh, she dreams just like a little girl. Perfume, roses, and pearls. Her past is lost in mystery. Her poems are laced with gallantry. A young love that sailed across the sea to die among the argon trees. So she dreams. Oh, she dreams just like a little girl. Perfume, roses, and pearl. Elegant lady in garments of fine silk and slippers that came from Milan. Eyes dark and dancing and teeth white as sweet milk, hair long and braided and blonde. And she dreams in her own world. Perfume, roses, and pearl. Perfume, roses, and pearl. Thank you, Don. Thank you. Good call, thank you. What we got? This is for Doc. This is an old song I wrote about growing up in sweet old Chattanooga. Hey, you're too old to cry, and you're still too young to die. So you march on down through Georgia under cruel winter skies. Cold and gray as your uniform, you gotta stop and try to get warm. But Chattanooga's falling to them Yankee guns. So praise be to Robert E. Lee and the whole damn Confederacy. We're gonna die, boys, we might as well die in Dixie. Raise the stars and bars, put your hand upon your heart, and look away, Dixieland. You're too weary to aim your gun, and you're too damn proud to run. So you march on back towards home to see your wife and your 6-year-old son. But your boy is in the ground, some damn Yankee just shot him down. And your lady's just standing there squalling, watching Atlanta burning down. So praise be to Robert E. Lee and the whole damn Confederacy. We're gonna die, boys, we might as well die in Dixie. Raise the stars and bars, and put your hand upon your heart, and look away, Dixieland. Look away, sweet Dixieland. Now tears come to your eyes as you see them go marching by. 25,000 gray coat soldiers, a ragged battle flag held high. And now you know you're not alone. You gotta fight till the last one's gone. You see that old rebel flag against the Georgia sky, and God, it chills you to the bone. Praise be to Robert E. Lee and the whole damn Confederacy. We're gonna die, boys, we might as well die in Dixie. Raise hell and the stars and bars, and put your hand on your rebel heart, and look away, Dixieland. Look away, look away, look away, sweet Dixieland. All right. I'm a counterman at the AutoZone store in Birmingham, Alabama. I got everything hang from A to Z, some miscellaneous and what have you. We got the parts to fix all the parts of cars that make them all blow smoke. But we ain't got the part for the part of my heart that woman of mine just broke. Well, I'm a counterman and I was counting on her to stay with me the rest of my life. I was crazy for wishing that wild beautician would settle down and be my wife. Lord, I'd bet a set of plugs she's powdered up and painted dancing holes in her high heels, 'cause she's pretty as a cherry 57 Chevy and smooth as a Oldsmobile. I even talked to the Fram air filter man about making her Miss December on the calendar for the customers and distributors and vendors. Well, my mama said it'd probably go to her head, and hell, I guess my mama was right. 'Cause I'm putting cashews in my Coke and she's ripping up the frosted mud tonight. Well, I'm a counterman, I was counting on her to stay with me the rest of my life. I was crazy for wishing that wild beautician would settle down and be my wife. Lord, I'd bet a set of plugs she's powdered up and painted dancing holes in her high heels, 'cause she's pretty as a cherry 57 Chevy and smooth as a Oldsmobile. She's as pretty as a cherry 57 Chevy and smooth as a Oldsmobile. Lord. All right. What we got, guys? Well, okay, let's do that way, then we'll do the old Dixie Highway. This is for Rita for naming her fish after me. He's belly up now, ain't he, Doc? Gone to that great fish bowl in the sky. Oh, there's no song I wrote. Man, thanks for asking for this one. Thank you so much. I want to tell you, the Mexican Army, just to set this song up, the Mexican Army had an anthem they would play when they had an enemy surrounded. And they'd play it on their trumpets, and it was called Del Guayo. It was a haunting old melody, and it meant leave or die. You know, it gave the women and children time to get out. And that's like my life was for a long time. And but this is a story of some of that. I live in a room with a green radio, curled in the womb of a 29-year low. 4 walls from heaven and 1 sin from hell. In room 17 at Del Guayo Motel. Yeah, the desk clerk's a jerk, an old carnival fella. I asked where you from, he said Lake Isabella. I told him I'd been there, but I never had. He looked at the clock, and I signed the pad. He says no dogs allowed, so I bought me a fish. He lives by my bed in a souvenir dish, swims round in circles and eats once a day, and looks a lot like my ex-wife's fiance. And I live in a room with a green radio, curled in the womb of a 29-year low. 4 walls from heaven and 1 sin from hell. In room 17 at Del Cuello Motel. There's a wasteland across the highway where the lot lizards roam and the big diesels stay. The cops ask me questions and I tell them jokes, and that fat one is always bumming my smokes. And the swimming pool water is Chuck Berry green, and the water pipes rattle like a pinball machine. The walls are blood red and the sheets are Velveeta, and the girl in the 112, she goes by Juanita. Juanita's a dancer, she does the naked ballet. I keep an eye on things while she's away. She spends all her money and half of mine too, trying to get high enough to get naked for you. And I live in a room with a green radio, curled in the womb of a 29-year low. 4 walls from heaven and 1 sin from hell. In room 17 at Del Cuello Motel. Now there's an old Mexican dirge this place is named after, and I heard it once in a box office disaster. The Duke told his boys, said it means leave or die. I don't know much Spanish, but John Wayne don't lie. And I live in a room with a green radio, curled in the womb of a 29-year low. 4 walls from heaven and 1 sin from hell. In room 17 at Del Cuello Motel. I'm sinking like a pearl in a bottle of Prel. In room 17 at Del Cuello Motel. Thank you so much. Well, we got one. Okay, this is no song I wrote. I saw this sign, man. I just hope nobody had written it. So I wrote it and turned out nobody had. I wish somebody'd record this. This is called the Old Dixie Highway. Hello, baby. Oh, it's your rambling rebel boy. Yeah, the one that swore he'd always be a rolling stone. Oh, hello, baby. Oh, it's your rambling rebel boy. Broke down and busted, and that whippoorwill is calling me home. I just got to get on back to you, girl. I just got to get back to Dixieland. Say, why don't you go down Western Union and wire some money to your man? And I come rolling like a bolt of lightning through the pouring rain. I come rolling round the bend like a highball train. I come running back to you, girl, wide open all the way, rolling down that old Dixie Highway. Oh, meet me yonder by the crossroad where I left you on that day. Meet me yonder by the crossroads where I left you on that day. outside the old Zion churchyard, a stone's throw from Dwayne Allman's grave. You just wire me some bus fare, honey, and before the rooster crows, girl, you rambling rebel boy, be on that Greyhound headed home. I come rolling like a bolt of lightning through the pouring rain. I be rolling round the bend like a highball train. I come running back to you, girl. I'll come running all the way, rolling down, rolling down. I'll be rolling down that old Dixie highway, rolling down that old Dixie highway. Hello, baby. Oh, it's your rambling rebel boy. Thank you, thank you, thank y'all, thank you. What we got right now? That's the blues too. This is on the Bad News Knockin' album, and this is a true story as well. Silver clouds laced across the Juarez sky, the horizon's the color of Liz Taylor's eyes. On a slow-moving train, yesterday rolls through my mind. I've been all afternoon in this dirty cantina, staring out at the world through a broken window, washing down your memory with warm Spanish wine. Riding my thoughts back a dozen years or so to a mining town in East Ohio, where I laid eyes on you the first time. Your skin was pale as pearls, your lips red as blood, your laughter rang true like laughter should. And I was the first man to lay by your side and to share with you warm Spanish wine. As I recall, your eyes were the color of a faded blue bandana. Your legs were longer than the tall tales your old man used to tell. Your corn silk hair hung down your neck in tangled strands of loose neglect, and your passion, oh, your passion could melt cold steel and make me feel so fine, like warm Spanish wine. But now my mind's all tangled in regret as I flip the ashes from my cigarette and realize all that's between me and hell is this dirty floor. 'Cause I'm older now than I have ever been, but I'm younger than I'll ever be again. I'll never have you like I had you then, but that's fine. I swear, baby, I'm fine. I got warm Spanish wine. As I recall, your eyes were the color of a faded blue bandana. Your legs were longer than the tall tales your old man used to tell. Your corn silk hair hung down your neck in tangled strands of loose neglect. and your passion. Oh, your passion could melt Bethlehem steel and make me feel so fine, like warm Spanish wine. Oh, my baby, like warm Spanish wine. Yeah, my tender lover, like warm Spanish wine. Yeah, baby, do you remember? Oh, warm Spanish wine. Thank you. This is for Dan, man. This is an old song wrote a long time ago. And be sure and see Tammy back here. She got CDs and shirts, and I think she's got some Tommy Jet's things as well, don't you? I think Tommy's got some new things out, and so y'all stop by and see her. But this is on one of them albums back there. It goes. Gravel road ain't got no shoes, lonely night ain't got no booze, a pair of aces against 3 twos. Lord, that's the blues. Lonely songs and empty bars, old black cats on Jap guitars, sipping shine from mason jars. Baby, that's the blues. Yeah, that's the blues. That's some sad old things. Yeah, that's the blues. Don't it make you think about me and you and what we threw away? Yeah, 2 lonely fools. Lord, that's the blues. There ain't no answer on your telephone. You're out dancing at the break of dawn. Another wedding ring I gotta pawn. Baby, that's the blues. Greasy meals and all-night cafes, guilty dreams about better days, morning breaking through a tequila haze. Baby, that's the blues. And that's the blues. That's some sad old thing. Baby, that's the blues. And don't it make you think about me and you and what we just threw away? Oh, 2 lonely fools. Baby, that's the blues. Yeah, now this little light of mine, I'm gonna let it shine. Yeah, this little light of mine, I'm gonna let it shine. Oh, now this little light of mine, I'm gonna let it shine, let it shine, let it shine, let it shine. Yeah, now this little light of mine, oh, I'm gonna let it shine. Now this little light of mine, I'm gonna let it shine. Yeah, this little light of mine, I'm gonna let it shine, let it shine, let it shine, let it shine. And with that in mind, I gotta play you my favorite song for my favorite people. This is for Pat and Alvin and everybody with the foundation, from the Hunter Worthy Foundation. And this is just about people, just since I got all my favorite folks here tonight with Doc and Rita and Dan and everyone. All y'all, thank you for coming from the bottom of my heart. Ben Cagle, thank you, my friend. Thank y'all. Get these jokers. I'm going to bring them some coupons where they can take y'all to the Confederama. I don't know how, they shot the moon tonight, didn't they? But thank you all for being here, though. God bless you, and just with all my heart, thank you. And this is, for the Hunter Worley Foundation. And for everybody that's just missing someone, and we all do. And the Hunter Worley Foundation does such wonderful work for a lot of people. And so when you see something about them, help out anytime, anywhere, because everything, it's just one of the sweetest blessings in my life. My daughter, Cheyenne, whom I got to go meet when I'm done here, because she's headed for Florida. I think she thinks Papa's going to help out a little bit, which I am. But she got to go see Garth Brooks last night, which...
Late for concert tonight.
Yes, sir. I'm shooting the moon. So they're just headed through. They're going to Myrtle Beach, but they're rerouting just to come by and see Papa. But I got her tickets to go see Garth last night, which, man... I'm not a big Garth fan, but she is the biggest Garth fan in the world, so she is just really, really walking on air right now. But she had called me here back when she was a kid, and she had a friend of hers that was killed in a traffic accident on Kingston Pike in Knoxville, where she lived. And we talked about it a lot. She was trying to understand it, and I don't pretend to know anything more than anyone else, but I just written her this poem about it. And then this poem turned into a song, and it's got, one of the sweetest things I ever got to do is just sing it at Alvin's mom's funeral, and a number of others since then, and it's just seemed like it's really been a blessing. I know it has for me. Listen. There are stars so distant, the light that left them ages ago just came into view. That twinkling we're seeing now may be from a star that burned out ages ago, when I was young like you. And that's the way some people are. They ain't gone long as they shine on in our hearts. And just so we know, they ain't gone way too far. God lets the light outlive the star. The stars we see in the sky at night are there all day, but they're lost in the sunlight. Without darkness, stars cannot shine. As without sorrow, joy would be benign. Oh, and that's the way some people are. They ain't gone long as they shine in our hearts. And just so we know, they ain't gone way too far. That's why God lets the light outlive the star. Baby, there's stars so distant, the light that left them ages ago just came into view. That twinkling we're seeing now may be from a star that burned out ages ago, when I was young like you. Baby, that's the way our people are. They ain't gone long as they shine on and on in our hearts. And just so we know, right where they are, God lets the light outlive the star. That's why God lets the light outlive the star. Thank you so much. Thank you. Oh, I remember when I was a lad and times was hard and things were bad. Well, there's a silver lining behind every cloud. And just poor people, that's all we were, just trying to make a living out of black land dirt. We get together in a family circle, we sing real loud. Daddy sang bass. Oh, me and little brother joined right in there, singing scenes to help a troubled soul. Now one of these days, and it won't be long, and I'll rejoin him in his song. We get together in the family circle round that throne. May the circle be unbroken by and by, Lord, by and by. Daddy sang bass. Me and little brother are joined right. Boy, that's got a lot of tenors in here, don't we? In the sky, Lord, in the sky. Lord, I remember after work how Mama would call in all of us. Well, you could hear us singing for a country mile. Now little brother, he's done gone on, and I'll rejoin him around that throne. We get together in the family circle in a little while. Daddy sang bass. Sounds like we're at Images up on Brainerd Road, don't it, Doc? Me and little brother are joined right in there. And this is my favorite line in all of American music. 'Cause singing seems to help a troubled soul. And one of these days, and it won't be long, and I'll rejoin him in a song. We get together in the family circle round the throne. Oh, in that circle, it won't be broken by and by, Lord, by and by and by. And there's a better home awaiting in the sky, Lord, in the sky. Thank y'all. God bless you. I've had a ball. Thank you so much. The trumpet of the Lord shall sound, and time will be no more. And then morning breaks eternal, bright and fair. And the saved on earth shall gather over on the other shore. When the roll's called up yonder, I'll be there. Yeah, when the roll is called up yonder, 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 I'll be there. Boy, you should have heard my grandfather sing that. You talk about a tenor, man. He hit that high, lonesome twang. There's my favorite song ever. Well, they tell me of a home where no storm clouds rise. Tell me of a home far away. And oh, they tell me of a home where my friends have gone. Oh, they tell me of that unclouded day. That oh, the land of the cloudless day. Oh, the land of that unclouded sky. Oh, they tell me of a home where my friends have gone. Oh, they tell me of that unclouded day, yeah. One more now. Thank y'all again. God bless you. Thank y'all so much. Can't wait. We are on for July the 12th, isn't it, Doc? 11th. The 11th might be a day late. Well, just look for us on Facebook, because we're going to have the party of the century. And it's already just 2012, 2013, something like that. And we're already going to have the party of the century. So block out July 11th. We're going to bring in an accordion player for this. That's big now. And she's a doll, man. She is just beautiful and talented. I don't know why she's playing with us. Well, it's some glad morning, and when this life is over, now I'll fly away to some land on God's celestial shore, Lord, and I'm a fly away. Oh, now I'll fly away, oh glory, I fly away. Oh, when I die, just hallelujah, by and by, Lord, I'm a fly away. And it's just a few more worried days, and then, Lord, and I'm a fly away to a land where joy shall never end, Lord, and I'm a fly away. Oh, now I fly away, oh glory, and I'm a fly away. When I die, hallelujah, by and by, I fly away. Amazing grace, how sweet the sound that saved a wretch like me. Oh, I was lost, but now I am found. I was blind, but now I see. It was grace that taught my heart to fear, and grace my fears relieve. How precious is that grace appear, the hour that I first believed. And when we've been there 10,000 years, bright shining as the sun, with no less days to sing God's praise than when we first begun. Amazing grace, how sweet the sound that saved a wretch like me. I love you. I was lost, but now I am found. I was blind, but now I see. God bless you. Thank you. Yeah. Thank you so much. Doc and Rita, I love you. Pat, Alvin, Dolan, Johnny, Dan, thank y'all all so much. Charlie, I'm Ben Cagle. I wandered so aimless, life filled with sin, Lord, and I wouldn't let my dear Savior in. Then Jesus came like a stranger in the night. Praise the Lord, I saw the light, I saw the light, I saw the light. No more darkness, no more night. Now I'm so happy, no sorrow inside. Praise the Lord, I saw the light. Just like a blind man, I wandered astray. Lord, straight is the gate and narrow's the way. And like a blind man that God gave back the sight. Praise the Lord, I saw the light, I saw the light, I saw the light. No more darkness, no more night. Now I'm so happy, no sorrow inside. Praise the Lord, I saw the light. Thank you, I love you, thank you. Thank you with all my heart. Thank you so much. Johnny, I'll get out of here, man.